Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports. We are on location at St. Louis Park High School in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, bringing you Metro West Conference Volleyball featuring the Robbinsdale Cooper Hawks coming in to St. Louis Park with an 0-4 record against the St. Louis Park Orioles 3-2, and we are underway here at St. Louis Park. And what a great start by number 13 for Robbinsdale, Lamaya Holmes, the junior, or excuse me, that's number 2, Savannah Ballard, the sophomore. Off to a good start, 1-0. Glad to be here with you. My name is Robert Christensen. We're here, ParkTV 16 Sports, the best suburban sports broadcast in the metro area. And there's a big spike by number 13, Annie Holden. And no, that was actually by number 17, Hannah Howell. 2-0, Robbinsdale Cooper. So a good start for Cooper. They come in 0-4. And that's number 2 to serve, Savannah Ballard, the sophomore. There's a nice set there for Hannah Howell, but she couldn't do much with it. Spike attempt there by Reagan Alexander, number 15. And the point to St. Louis Park, 2-1. And back to serve, number 17, Hannah Howell. 2-1. Oh, nice diving serve save there. Hannah Howell, though, brings it back mid-row. And a miss hit there by number 3. That was Anna Bauer. Excuse me, no, that was number 3, Faith King, the senior. And now Hannah Howell ties it up at 2. And nice serve, got right over that net and low and hard to handle for that back row. So Hannah Howell puts St. Louis Park up 3-2. And here's that, another jump serve to the back row. Robbinsdale Cooper saves it. And a nice spike attempt and a point for Elsa Berglund, number 9. Which will send Hannah Howell back to the service line 4 consecutive points. And coming into this match, knowing that Cooper's 0-4, this should be an easy win for St. Louis Park, but they have had trouble of late against some difficult teams. And this could be a real nice confidence booster for them. Now Reagan Alexander tips it, and point this time to Robbinsdale Cooper, as there was a violation in the neutral zone there. And now the serve will go to number 3, Faith King. Nice serve by Faith, gets to Elsa Berglund. Lanesbury with the set, and the point on the kill shot attempt goes wide. That ties it up for Robbinsdale Cooper. 4-all here in this Metro West Conference. You're looking at number 3, Faith King for Robbinsdale Cooper. Goes to the deep row. Holden, nice job. Elsa Berglund, who had a great game the other night when we were here. Kill shot attempt there by number 13, Lamaya Holmes, the junior for Robbinsdale Cooper. And she does it again, and that time it goes long. Point goes to St. Louis Park, 5-4 lead here, game 1. As we look at the replay, as that ball sails long. Hannah Howell there. Now that is Annie Holden, number 13 with the serve. Trouble for Cooper, unable to handle it. Point to St. Louis Park, Annie Holden, the senior, going for point number 2 here. Really important that St. Louis Park gets this win tonight. They were a state tournament participant last year. And nice kill attempt there by Reagan Alexander, number 14, but saved by Robbinsdale Cooper. Hannah Howell now in the back row. Lanesbury to Berglund. I like the combination. Nice job, though, by number 3, Faith King, in the back row for Robbinsdale Cooper. And they get the point. Great perseverance by Robbinsdale Cooper. Clearly the more talented team here, in my opinion, is St. Louis Park, but they've got to keep consistent as we look at number 1 to serve. That's Morgan Ukestad, a sophomore. Nice kill attempt, but what a save by number 2, Sophia Nagorski, the senior for Robbinsdale Cooper. Now we got a whistle and another violation in the neutral zone by St. Louis Park, and I don't know if there is a neutral zone either, Paul. I don't know all the rules, so I apologize for those people that know the rules. One day I'm gonna get better at them. I just don't understand why the whistle is when I see the other team get the point. So I assume it's a neutral zone violation under the net. But forgive me for not knowing yet. I will get on that homework assignment one day. Okay, now back to serve. That is Maya Betsker, or no, Sophia Nagorski. And now she's got a 7-6 lead, and there's a nice kill shot by Reagan Alexander, number 14. Tying it up at 7. We've got substitutions on both sides now as we look at that replay. And look at that kill shot. She found that opening right in the middle. Now coming out is Lanesbury. Coming in, number 10, Martinson. Back to serve is Maya Betzer, a senior for St. Louis Park. Tied at 7 here, game 1. Reagan Alexander finds Pater there, left side, inside the line there. And there she is. And look at the set by Betzer. I'm always going to give credit to the setter. It really does make the shot. You still need the talent on the kill. But if that set's not there, it becomes a lot more difficult as we watch a point go to Robbinsdale, making it 8-all, and a substitution now coming in, number 14. I don't have a name for number 14 in my program, unfortunately, but she's going to serve. So obviously the designated server here at 8. Howell, Betzer, to good grief. That was Berglund that had a hard time getting that point, but the point does go to her, and now she'll be back to serve at 9-8. And that jump serve is successful. Those are difficult to do, folks. Now Holden, Betzer, Howell goes long. Did it touch her number 1? Morgan Ukestad. I thought she may have touched it. Let's see at the replay right there. Oh, I thought she did touch it. Did that ball move? And it wasn't number 1. She did touch it, and they did call it correctly. Berglund to serve again, 10-8. Nice serve. You can see how the back row for Robbinsdale Cooper had a hard time handling it, specifically number 3, Faith King. Berglund, though, showing a lot of determination just in the way she's pounding that ball as we look at that replay. Nice save there by number 1, Ukestad. Here's a chance, Betzer to Reagan Alexander. Nice dive there by Ukestad for Robbinsdale, and it results in a point. I have to give the credit to the girl in the red or orange jersey. Watch this dive as well. That was prior to that. Yep, prior to that. So we're at 11-9. Serve for Robbinsdale Cooper. Oh, and right off the high basketball net that is elevated here in this makeshift gym. We're not in the normal gym at St. Louis Park. They are renovating it. We are in an auxiliary gym. So there's going to be some obstacles along the ceiling. There's Betzer to Reagan Alexander, and she goes to the deep corner, but out of bounds. Misses the mark, and we're tied at 11. That's number 13, Lamaya Holmes, the junior. Deep row, Hannah Howell, Betzer, Berglund from the back row. She's so good at those spikes from the back row. Betzer playing a nice game, filling in here. And the spike attempt. Look at Holden, Howell, Berglund. What a save. Can they capitalize on it? Still ball, still alive. And they give the point to St. Louis Park. One of the greatest points you'll ever see. Amazing point here. 12-11 St. Louis Park. And now into serve. Is their ace, Kaylee Bird, number 11. And great serve. You can see how that came over the net with a curvature that made the back row dive for it. And there she is, Kaylee Bird. I like the way she serves. There's a lot of power when you don't jump too. Just keeping that back foot gives that ball a trajectory that's a little bit different. Watch how she does this. This is just my opinion, of course. Watch this. See, she keeps that back foot down. She's always in play. Big spike attempt, and that ball is in. Number 3 on the left side, Faith King. Watch her come in there, and the set was perfect, folks. That's why that ball worked. And it's 14-12 service game in favor of number 15, and Robbinsdale Cooper is Micaiah Bernah. And Bernah sails way wide out, or I should say long. So 15-12, and we're gonna have some substitutions. Number 4 checks in for St. Louis Park, Katie Cocker, along with number 6, Olivia Lanesbury. And sitting down was Maya Betzer, who's really playing well. She made her, we've done a few games here. She started to play a little bit last game we were here, and she's playing a lot more and really playing well. All right, back to serve, 16-12 lead, Lanesbury. Robbinsdale struggled with that. Lanesbury, I'm not sure who that was going to go to, and they gave the point to Robbinsdale Cooper. Again, I'm not aware of why that was. Now a substitution. Robbinsdale Cooper gets that point. They're down 3. It was a double hit. Berglund, Holden, Howell. Wow, Howell, what a shot. Seriously, Hannah Howell, that shot was amazing. Can we see that replay from way back deep? That's just pure talent, folks. Look at the dive, though, by Ukestad. So inspiring to watch these folks play. That set was a little off. Chance for St. Louis Park. Lanesbury to Kendall Coley. Saved by Robbinsdale Cooper. What a dive by Lanesbury. Holden. Now Howell from the back row. Nice save by Cooper in the back row. Now they're struggling. They got to get it over. No, they didn't have a chance. 17, 18, 13 now. St. Louis Park starting to take over here. We got a timeout on the court taken by Tiara Russell, the head coach for Robbinsdale Cooper. As we watch that replay, look at that dive by Lanesbury. And then Hannah Howell. And then the save. But Hannah Howell's shot, and really a combination of all 3 players of St. Louis Park, contributed to that point in a commanding 18-13 lead, which is 5 points. However, the bigger number and the differential to watch is how much St. Louis Park has left to win the game, and they really only need 7 points to win. This is how I'd look at it, and they need 14 or 12 points to win. So just the odds, especially when you miss the point, that you give a point to the other side, you don't only win points on your serve, is a significant rule in this game, I feel. And that ball works. Hannah Howell right across the net. Makes it 19-13, St. Louis Park, 6 points from victory in game number 1 here. She goes along the line and she finds it. Look at that. She let it go. Number 13 for Robbinsdale Cooper, Lamaya Holmes. Now another serve. Wow. Kendall Coley with the kill shot makes it 21-13. St. Louis Park is on cruise control right now. Look at that nice set by Lanesbury. Puts it right down. Hannah Howell having her day at the service line right now. Look at that nice shot. Hannah Howell saves it. Lanesbury to Berglund. I love the combination. Nice save by Kendall Coley. Back to Howell in the back row. And she delivers the goods. They're unable to handle it in that second row. Savannah Ballard was there, but unable to handle the power of that shot. And now another service attempt by Hannah Howell. She feels like she's on a mission here. Holden, nice save. Lanesbury to Berglund. Blocked at the net. Holden with the save. Now Lanesbury, back row. Hannah Howell finds it. What a save by Robbinsdale Cooper. Now Lanesbury to Kendall Coley, and she delivers another diving, I should say, Morgan Ukestad. But now it's a 10-point lead, and more importantly, 2 points from game number 1 for St. Louis Park. Hannah Howell dominating right now from the service line late in game 1. Holden, nice job. Now to Berglund, blocked at the net, and point to Robbinsdale Cooper, so they stem off the momentum of St. Louis Park. And back to serve number 3, Faith King. Off the net, Berglund, nice save there. Now she gets the return pass from Lanesbury. Cooper delivers, and Howell tried to dive. It wasn't clear to me whether that was going to be in or not. It probably was, so a good decision there by Hannah Howell to go for that, especially with the lead they have. To serve again, Faith King. Lanesbury, little forward for Berglund. She tried to make it work, but it went out of bounds, so that set proving a little difficult for Berglund to handle, which leads to another point for number 3. And for Robbinsdale, and a nice serve by her. She comes right up to save that point. Blocked. And Robbinsdale Cooper on a run of their own here have closed the gap to 6. As we look at the replay, the block attempt just a little bit mistimed at the net there, in my opinion. Lanesbury, no, Berglund. Holden goes deep. Chance for Robbinsdale Cooper. The set is a little off, and that's why they don't get that point. 24-17, St. Louis Park. Holden back to serve. Game point, game 1 here. And it's nice serve. Results in a point, and that is the 25th point. St. Louis Park wins game number 1. Come on back for game number 2.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our technical skills, our math, our engineering skills. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our organizational skills, our problem-solving skills. You're going to need our determination, our honesty, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
ParkTV 16 Sports production of Metro West Girls High School Varsity Volleyball. We are bringing you St. Louis Park versus Robbinsdale Cooper. Glad you're with us. We are about to begin game number 2. In game number 1, St. Louis Park pretty much dominated most of the way. Their win didn't seem that much in threat. They are clearly the more talented team, but Robbinsdale Cooper put up a fight early, kept in there, but we're not able to get the victory, and we're about to begin game number 2, and there's some discussion. All right, we're about to start. That's Olivia Lanesbury, number 6, to start it off on serve. Good crowd here on hand in the auxiliary. And great volleyball action. Again, glad you're with us. My name is Robert Christensen. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports as Lanesbury gets that first serve in. Unable to handle it very well. On the back row, Morgan Ukestad, who's actually played very well for Robbinsdale Cooper. Unable to handle that. 1-0 St. Louis Park, game 2. Block attempt by Kendall Coley and Hannah Howell. You will never see a more dominant spike, and she knew it. Just, you could see her reaction afterwards, how that felt. Watch this, folks. Super fun. Bang. And watch her reaction there. Unbelievable. Very fun to see. All right, Ukestad, nice job in the back row. Robbinsdale Cooper punts it for lack of a better word. Kendall Coley tries to find the soft spot, and she does. Makes it 3-0 St. Louis Park. And this is actually a good matchup for St. Louis Park. They've had some tough matches. Look at that nice touch there, and that just is all feel, intuition for Kendall Coley, in my opinion. Now Holden, really playing well. Howell, bringing the power again. But what a set. Yeah, look at her. Seriously, that is look at that ball. Could not have been placed better. Okay, Lanesbury with a 4-0 lead. Nice shot there, number 12 for Robbinsdale Cooper. Lamaya Irons, and give credit where credit's due. Look at the top spin she put on that allowed that ball to go down and score. That is nice talent there for that young player. Now the spike attempt, kill shot I should say. Lanesbury now, Berglund from the back row, who usually finds that line, but it does sail a little bit long this time. And so Cooper now cuts the lead to 4-2. Serve now. Kendall Coley brings the heat this time. What a great set by number 4 for St. Louis Park. Was that Lanesbury? Excuse me, number 6, Lanesbury. Put it right where it needed to be. It's really all about the set, folks. It's Hannah Howell. Nice serve, goes. Oh, they called that in. What a shot from the left side front row by number 13, Lamaya Holmes, the junior. Watch that set. Again, the set made that shot possible. Good volleyball action, 5-3. Cooper, unforced error there, this time by number 3, Faith King. And that'll give the serve to Annie Holden as Kendall Coley steps out. Reagan Alexander comes back in. And that ball goes long on Annie Holden. So now 6-4. As we have a couple of unforced errors on either side. Substitution now coming in, number 14, who I do not have a name for, which is what I said last time, but there she is. She's clearly their designated server, just like Kaylee Bird is for St. Louis Park. As Berglund, oh no, that was number 4, Katie Crocker gets the point. And I have not called her name yet. And we've done, this might be our 4th volleyball game for St. Louis Park. So Katie Crocker, number 4, sophomore, making her presence known as we have more substitutions. She sits down. Nice play by her, makes it a 7-4 lead. Now back to serve. Maya Betzer, the senior, also playing well. And she showed a little enthusiasm there, went a little long. Makes it 7-5. Now back to serve for Robbinsdale Cooper. Number 13, Lamaya Holmes, the junior. Trying to keep Robbinsdale Cooper in this. Trouble, Holden finds the leadership, gets it over the net. And that spike attempt on the front row by number 15. Micaiah Burnaugh goes wide right. Now that brings Elsa Berglund, who had a great match the other night, despite they lost it. Really played well. Berglund to Howell, and she could not find it. I don't think that bump slash set attempt was high enough for Berglund, or for Howell, or in the right spot. Yeah, it was coming down as she went to hit it, and it was not gonna happen there. A non-starter, as they say. Now Betzer. Oh my goodness! Now that's a great set by Betzer. And look how big of a smile Reagan, watch this set, folks. Just great talent. Just enough touch. Yep. You're my new best friend. Beautiful. All right, Kaylee Bird in to serve. Nice job by number 14 on that back row. I don't know her name, unfortunately. Betzer, another set attempt, and Howell delivers. So 2 great sets by number 1 for St. Louis Park, Maya Betzer. I cannot overemphasize how important that is, and she is really finding her range, making it 10-6. Now, Kaylee Bird, oh, a very rare miss. And understandable and acceptable based on how well she serves most of the time. Okay, now back to serve for Robbinsdale, number 2, Savannah Ballard, the sophomore, with the jump serve. I always wonder if they've been to camps or clubs, and nice job there by St. Louis Park, Holden. Look at that smile. It is a great feeling. I've played enough volleyball, not a lot, but enough to know how good it feels when you can do a kill shot or a nice set or a dig, especially playing a team environment. Allows me to feel what they're feeling out there. Olivia Lanesbury now with the serve. Nice dig shot there by Robbinsdale. They got a chance at the net. Holden, and the save this time by Crocker. 11-7 here. Lanesbury to Howell, and she found it. Nice job by number 17 there, Hannah Howell. And what's interesting is that the dink shot wasn't to find an opening. It was just to know that maybe the timing was off by the defense on the other side, that their block attempt was going to be off. That's how I felt. She probably felt intuitively. And that ball goes off. And St. Louis Park on a roll here, 13-7. Olivia Lanesbury back to serve again, and now that does bring a timeout. And a good one by Tiara Russell, the head coach for Robbinsdale Cooper. She wants to keep her team in this, but as I was feeling, I'm sure she was feeling it too, that it was starting to get out of control. As we look at the nice crowd that is here in our social distancing pandemic ways. And now we look at the St. Louis Park schedule. So tonight we have Robbinsdale Cooper, and then they're going to go at Chaska. And we will not be there, but I will be interested in looking in the next day to see how they play against them. They have a really good team. Then they get Kennedy back here at home, Benilde St. Margaret's. I'm not sure if we're going to be bringing you either one of those matches, but we might be. Then they're at Chanhassen, who did push them very hard here a couple of weeks ago when we were here. They're a good team. And then a St. Michael Albertville. And I don't know if that's the end of the regular season or not. In this pandemic times, the seasons are kind of a little off what they usually are. And now we'll look at Olivia Lanesbury with a 13-7 lead. Timeout taken by Robbinsdale Cooper. Let's see if it has an impact on the run that St. Louis Park's on. Berglund to Lanesbury to Kendall Coley. Robbinsdale saves it. Lanesbury, that was a little off the mark, and that's what resulted in a point for Robbinsdale Cooper, in my opinion. It was supposed to be sort of a set right there, and it was too close to the net and wasn't in a good position for Kendall Coley. Lanesbury. Crocker tried to get that over Robbinsdale, but a chance for Lanesbury. She decides to give it to Crocker, and it works. Nice job by Lanesbury going over her head. She could have given it to Kendall Coley, number 15 ahead of her. Watch the decision she had to make here. She could have given it to number 15. She went behind her head to fake out the defense, and it worked out just fine. Nice job by Lanesbury making that decision. And the important thing is to know that she had that decision to make, and that was the one that she made. Okay, now back to serve, Hannah Howell. Goes off the back row, and that's a confidence booster. If I'm Hannah Howell in St. Louis Park, just at this point in the game, you get the feeling that you're taking the fight out of Robbinsdale Cooper. Let's see if it's true. Not based on that, even though St. Louis Park handled it. And, oh, point for Cooper. Again, not wise enough to know why. But back to serve for Cooper is number 1, Morgan Ukestad, the sophomore. And she's a good talent out there. As you can see by that serve, has St. Louis Park diving. Now Howell from the back row trying to save it. Nice bump there by Ballard for Robbinsdale Cooper. Now Lanesbury's gonna give it to Kendall Coley. Saved by Cooper. They are showing all kinds of resiliency. Now, Berglund had a chance, Lanesbury, and point this time to St. Louis Park. Makes it 17-9, but again, I'm not sure why there was a whistle. Got to get better at this. Lanesbury, and then there was a whistle. Maybe it was into the net. That had to be it. Okay, it was into the net. Okay, Holden. I'm just trying to understand it. So Lanesbury to Berglund. Deep, nice save there by number 3, Faith King, and then the big hit on the front row by number 13, Lamaya Holmes, goes way long. Going for way too much. Might have been a little frustration. Plus it feels good to hit it that hard, you know, get out some frustration. 18-9, look at that save, and no one else there. Great diving attempt. I don't know if we get that on replay. Even though it didn't result in a point, watch this effort, folks. Lanesbury, and I remember calling, she did save it on the back of her hand. Now number 14, who I don't have a name for. 18-10, Berglund brings it. Oh, nice job by Reagan Alexander. Back to Berglund, good set, it was right there, but what a block on the front row by Cooper. But then from the back row, or in between the first and second row, Hannah Howell brings it for a 19-10 lead, which means that St. Louis Park is 6 points from winning game number 2. They have a 9-point lead. The odds are in their favor. And back to serve is Maya Betzer, number 1. Senior. Chance for Cooper. Nice save. Betzer now the set for Howell. Wow, that was a great set, but what a dive save by number 1 for Cooper, Morgan Ukestad. The more I watch her, the more I'm impressed with her, but what a great point for St. Louis Park. And Maya Betzer is really showing her ability here to set people up. Oh, and that ball goes low, and that's okay by Hannah Howell. With a 10-point lead, you can kind of take a shot there. My guess is if the game was tighter, she would have let that go. All right, back to serve. Lamaya Holmes for Cooper. That was going to go long, I thought. But again, with a 9-point lead, you can take those chances, just play it out, and it did result in a point. And 4 points from the victory. Elsa Berglund back to serve. St. Louis Park on a roll here. And I do think this opponent, oh, that went long. And that is unusual for Elsa, as she apologizes to her teammates. Now back to serve for Robbinsdale Cooper, number 15, Micaiah Burnoff. Holden. All right, now it is very important that they do not get complacent, even though they have a really huge lead. But you cannot get arrogant. You have to stay focused. That ball goes long. Nice job by the back row. Holden and Berglund letting that go. Substitutions now coming in is Kaylee Bird, number 11, sitting down number 14, Reagan Alexander. 3 points from victory in game number 2, and that ball goes in. Nice job by Kaylee Bird, measuring that perfectly. I love that. No spin on that ball, folks. Look at that thing just drop in there, a thing of beauty. Nice job, number 11. Cooper now trying to stave off another loss in game 2. Look at that set. Martinson couldn't do enough with it. Bird, Betzer, back to Martinson, and this time, number 10 delivers from the right side. That's gotta feel good for her. Huh? Good for her. Watch Betzer come right back to her, back over the head. And look how Betzer turned right there, ready in case things didn't go well. St. Louis Park starting to get a lot better. Bird tempts them to hit that. I thought that could have went long. Betzer, this time to Howell. Nice save there by 14. Got to give credit to Cooper, too. They are very resilient, and that ball went out of bounds, resulting in a point to Cooper. Fun game here. Substitutions. Kaylee Bird does a nice job as she steps down. Now checking in for Robbinsdale Cooper, number 12. That's Lamaya Irons, and they'll have a chance to serve, but they got their work cut out for them. They cannot make any errors. Savannah Ballard delivers the serve, but Elsa Berglund wins the match on a beautiful diving save that goes over the net. Watch this, folks. Seriously, if I am a recruiter, that shot is money. And that results in the win for game number 2 for St. Louis Park. Come on back for game number 3.
Your story doesn't have to end. As an organ donor, the good in you can live on. In fact, you could save up to 8 lives through organ donation. Sign up to give the gift of life after you're gone. You'll be happy you did. And just maybe, someone else will too. Sign up online today as an organ, eye, and tissue donor at organdonor.gov. It saves lives.
Are we back? Oh, welcome back to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports. We are in between games number 2 and 3 of this Metro West Conference Volleyball Varsity Girls action. I am Robert Christensen. St. Louis Park is up 2-0. They have had their way with Robbinsdale Cooper. They came in with a better record. We're about to go to game number 3 if St. Louis Park wins this. that will be the match. Robbinsdale Cooper will start it off on serve. Back there to serve, that is number 2, Savannah Ballard, a sophomore. Glad you're with us. Great volleyball action. Berglund, the back row to Lanesbury to Howell. Saving it, number 3 for Robbinsdale Cooper's King. Now Holden, Lanesbury. Howell has a good chance. Nice save in the back row by number 2, Ballard. And the point goes to Cooper. And that means a second attempt by Savannah Ballard, sophomore. Jump serve. Boy, I thought that might go out. Holden had trouble, went off the basketball net at the ceiling, got it over. Ball still alive, but a chance for Cooper. Berglund, Lanesbury, Howell blocked at the net, and that results in a point for St. Louis Park and Hannah Howell. And she'll go back to serve. Watch the replay. So she had enough power on that. Even though the defense was there for Cooper, they couldn't quite get the angle to block it right back in her face. Now 2-1 as Howell serves well. Number 17, senior. Big aspirations for this St. Louis Park team. They were in the state tournament last year. They've struggled a little bit early on, as I think they need to feel their way. They got to get their confidence back, but they have some talent here, as you can see right there. Kendall Coley, number 15, bringing the kill shot and the heat. And look at that, nice set by Lanesbury, and both Lanesbury and Maya Betzer have been setting very well. Chance for Cooper, that was not a good set. Chance for St. Louis Park, Berglund will bring it. Nice job, bad in the back row by number 13, Lamaya Holmes. And she did cross the center line, if that's Katie Crocker, as she tried to save that ball. So 3-2, and back to serve is number 3, Faith King. And that ball sails well long. 4th point for St. Louis Park, 4-2. And back to serve, Annie Holden, number 13, diving, trying to save it for Robbinsdale Cooper was number 3, Faith King. That means Annie Holden gets another shot at it, 5-2. Back row, chance for Cooper. They didn't do enough with it, in my opinion. Now a chance for Berglund, goes deep. Nice save there by number 3, King. Howell comes up to save it. Chance for Reagan Alexander. She finds a wide open area. I can see the left hand go up to the forehead of Morgan Ukestad. She was like, oh, we're so out of position. Look at that, and watch her left hand. Oh, right there. That is frustration. 6-3 now for St. Louis Park. Serve now goes to Ukestad. She's a good player, Ukestad, for the sophomore. Right there. Look at that serve. No spin, goes right over the net. Berglund, though, tries to answer, and because it hit the net, it resulted in a point, which makes it a great shot, by the way. It's not a reason to diminish it. It was a great set, and she put a nice hit on it. Now back into serve is number 1, Maya Betzer. 7-3. Game 3. Oh, that looked like it might be going long, but they did play it. Cooper unable to convert on the bump set kill shot. Now Betzer to serve. And nice job by Betzer. I had not seen her in the previous matches until she came in just for a minute last week, but she's really starting to assert herself. as a force on this team. She may have been hurt. Look at that nice serve. Look at Cooper having a difficult time. Now Howell bets her, and she was in the net. She was. Good call there. Point goes to right along the net. And you can see the official, he was about to raise his left hand. So now service goes to number 14 for Cooper. They're down 5, however. Now Betzer. Wow. Okay, so here's my analysis of that shot. Everybody played really well. That was a perfect set, perfect spike, and a perfect block. Watch that. Perfect, perfect, and then she was right there for the block. Defense wins. Everyone played well there. Nothing anyone could do different. It was a great block by Cooper. And now they get another point as they close the lead to 3. I love their resilience. They're playing really, really well. They are not giving up. It's so inspiring to watch high school kids play sports. All right, now Berglund back to play on the serve. She's up 10-6. Super talented player in her own right. Now Betzer. Hold it, she had to get out of the way. Howell tried to bring it, went a little bit long there. Set was probably just a little bit off. Now back to serve, number 13, Lamaya Holmes for Cooper. And that ball sails long. And we've got substitutions all around. And that is Kylie Bird in to serve. Nice bump there, I would say, by number 13, Holmes. And it results in a point for Robbinsdale Cooper, makes it 11-8. Now back to serve for Robbinsdale Cooper. The Hawks, Lamaya Holmes, that's number 13. She is a junior. I find it interesting that some of the girls are wearing masks, some are not wearing masks, and then some are wearing masks that are just hanging below their chin. And a point for St. Louis Park. I make that statement to make no political interpretation. It's just an interesting fact, an objective fact that I'm watching out there. All right, now back to serve, Lanesbury, number 6. Gets it in, back row, 4-point lead. St. Louis Park wants to close this out. They need an Oh, great kill shot attempt by Kendall Coley. And Lanesbury put it there perfectly. You can see the timing just as she's coming down on her jump. That brings all that weight, which just adds to the power. It's not arm strength, it's the whole coordination. Oh my goodness, Lanesbury to hold it. And nice job by Cooper at the net. Number 5, that's Addie, what's her name? Shenberg. And they did award her the point, as they should. Look at, that was number 4, Crocker. Lanesbury holding, it barely got over there. And she did not touch the net. Great body control by Robbinsdale Cooper, keeping them in within 4 points. Now the serve from the back row. Ballard, Lanesbury to Howell. Great set, but right there was number 3, King for Cooper. Now Lanesbury to Kendall Coley, and it goes long. 13-10. Cooper hanging around here in game 3. They got to be feeling good. They're not giving up here. And now there is number 2 in the back row to serve, Savannah Ballard, who started off the game at serve. Just down 3 now. And We're not close enough to 25 to make it precarious. They're right in this thing if Cooper can get it going. Block at the net. Crocker. And then there's number 15, 1-5, that woman, Kendall Coley. When you set her up that well, that close to the net. Lanesbury, what touch by Lanesbury. Now Howell, big smile on her face, goes to the back row. Ooh, that's a little off the mark, but it found, actually, it was right on the mark. That brings a timeout from Emily Minnick, her first one of the night at 14-11. And interesting time to take it. Actually, I kind of agree with it as I feel, you know, it's they have a chance here to sweep this thing, but Cooper's hanging around. They haven't had a timeout all night long. Good time to just kind of chat about where they're at in this match, what their goals are, and how they're going to accomplish it. They're really only 11 points from getting this match, and they really do need to get a game that is an easy win because they've had some tough matches, a couple tough losses lately, and they're a really good team. As we look at the regular season standings, Chaska, Bloomington, Jefferson. Jefferson had their way with them. Chanhassen pushed them a couple of weeks ago when we were here. And so they really need a confidence booster here tonight, in my opinion. And a good timeout, I feel, taken by Emily Merrick, just to check in, Minnick, I should say, just to check in, make sure they're focused right. Anything worth doing isn't over till it's all the way over. You can never mail it in. You've got to finish it to the very last point, and you've got to stay focused. So I thought that was a good timeout. Let's see what effect it has as Berglund takes that nice kill shot attempt. Howell, Lanesbury. Oh, Lanesbury's set. She knows it. Wasn't her best. She acknowledged it just by her body language. That's totally cool. Okay, now back, number 3. King. Berglund, big time. Oh yeah, look at the joy when she puts her hands up. Let's get that replay if we can. Watch this. Pure joy, folks. That was right where it needs to be, and then her hands go up just at the end there, you can see. So much fun. Cooper struggles there. And they have some good athletes over there. It's just, I think they just need to, I don't know, just get better. I feel they could get better. Now Holden, 16-12. They are now 9 points from the match in a 3-game sweep. But Cooper answers. The resiliency of high school kids. Trofina Mento, number 5 at the net. Now back to serve is Morgan Ukestad, the sophomore. Howell, nice job, Hurst. Keeping her eye on the ball, leads to a point by Reagan Alexander. And I would say Hannah Howell's reception of that serve created Lanesbury the chance, and then what a great touch. Beautiful 1-2-3 play there by St. Louis Park. Makes it 17-13. Betzer now into serve. The senior goes to the back row. Now the set to the near side. The dink. Betzer. Holden to Elstad. Brings it. What a nice stop by the back row by number 2, Ballard. Now Betzer. Holden. Howell from the back row goes off. Number 3, Faith King. She maybe should have probably let it go. I can't say for sure from my angle. But it was such a good shot that you couldn't let it go either. So now Betzer to serve again, 18-13, 7 points from the match. And another point for St. Louis Park, nondescript, just happened. Betzer though on a roll here, on serve. She would love to rail. Oh, that ball went in. She found it along the line. Number 13, Lamaya Holmes, decided to let it go. Boy, when you're down 2-0, you kind of got to be aggressive and go for those. boy, but I can't blame her. It was a very close shot. Nice job by Betzer. She goes right back to her, which is a great strategy. Make her answer, and she does answer. Now Betzer with the bump, and another bump to Elstad. Martinson. Reagan Alexander, I don't think it was the hit she wanted, but it worked, and it put the ball right at shoulder length at Robbinsdale Cooper. Betzer on a roll here, folks, trying to close it out. 4 points from the sweep and the victory. Holden with a nice diving bump. Stopped by Reagan Alexander at the net, along with Elstad. Now it goes out of bounds. Number 13 struggle, Lamaya Holmes, the junior. And Betzer, I was hesitant to say she could close this out when she started serving at 19, because that's a lot of points, but now she's 3 points from the victory. She goes long. Just as I said it, I hope I didn't jinx her. 22-14, St. Louis Park, 3 points from the victory. 14 now checking in. I don't have her name, unfortunately, but she is their designated server. And a point as they're trying to hold on here, 22-15. Elstad. Oh, nice job by her on the give and go. Was that Reagan Alexander that tried to set her up there? Let's see, no, it was Betzer with the bump set, which is very difficult, folks. I mean, you just don't have the same kind of control, but she did put it in a good spot. Really impressed with Betzer. Had not seen her much. Nice job with her knees there to get that ball up as she was resilient, getting right back up. And out of bounds, and we are at not only game point, but match point. Elstad. 24-15, going for the 3-game sweep and the victory. And then she aces them, which brings the victory to game 3. No shaking hands as they wave each other, and that is your final, folks. St. Louis Park, 25s across, 17, 14, 15. So for Paul Broden, our producer, I'm Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.